Okay, so the last thing we did was we set up a view, and now our blog like this. It just says "Hello World." So I'm picking up now, and before we get started, what I wanted to show you, and something I didn't elaborate before, was on these blog templates. That's something I made in Bootstrap, and it's just to give an idea about what I want this to look like whenever it's done. Um, so we've got a title here, and all these posts come out as what are called cards in Bootstrap. And you just keep scrolling, and there's just more posts on the page. We could also add something like pagination or pagination. I'm not really sure how you say that, but that's definitely something to consider in the future whenever you have something like a lot more blog posts. Another thing that we haven't that I haven't done yet is to define whenever you click on read more, whenever you actually click on the post view, like what that's going to look like. But we'll do that in the future. For now, we have to deal with this. So we have hello world, and that's all it says. So I'm back in my text editor, Adam, and under example blog, we have our blog, we have our templates blog. So before we get started on getting too crazy with the views and the templates and stuff like that, what we should do is define our models. So going to models.py within the example blog, within the blog app folder, and here we're going to find some models. So I'm going to say class post models dot model, and have a title models dot character field, and here I'm going to say max length equals 60. That's a good number. And we're going to have a update equals models dot date time field, and we're going to say auto add now equals true, and we're going to say, let's see, we got a body equals models dot text field, and maybe updated equals models dot date time field auto add equals true. Maybe that's auto now. Something you can always do is consult the documentation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Google Django models auto now add. So there's auto now and auto now add, and the difference is, change that to auto now. The difference is this one is going to be updated whenever it's added, and this one is going to be updated whenever it's updated. I know it's a little bit confusing. Stick with me here. So another thing we could do, and that's something we could discuss, if you want to, we could add categories like tags, but let's not get too crazy here. Let's just stick with the basics. So I'm going to save that, and because we've made changes to our models.py, what we want to do, go ahead and go here. Looks like we have some problems. Got an unexpected keyword argument, auto add now. I think it's auto now add. Does that fix it? Go ahead and run the server. Python manage.py run server. That looks like it fixed it. Okay, so we're gonna hit Control C to stop the server. Then we're gonna say Python manage.py make migrations, and it's gonna create our model post. And we're gonna say Python manage.py migrate, and that will apply those migrations that we just made. So since we made our posts model, what I want to do is click on admin.py here, and we're going to go ahead and register our model. So I'm going to say from .models import post, and here I'm going to say admin.site.register post, and that allows us to, I'll show you here in a second, but it allows us to go to our admin site, and we got to run the server first. And we're going to log in. But it allows us to edit our models or add new instances of that model. So add new posts through our admin page here. So you can see posts here. I'm going to go ahead and click add. Title is going to be first post. I'm going to say lorem ipsum dolor sit amit. That is the first 5 lines of lorem ipsum that I just have memorized for some reason. Go ahead and click save. And so now that, oh, notice how it just says post object here. Something that we should edit for in our model. And I'll go back to models.py. It says we'll have a method here called string self, and we're going to say return self.title. Save that, and then if I refresh this page, now it says first post. It just gives the title of the post rather than post object. So that's a lot more helpful to see on the admin page rather than whatever post object means, because you don't know which one it's talking about. So let's go ahead, and now that we have our, let's go ahead and add another post, why not? And I'll say lorem ipsum, and I'll say here dollar sit amit ipsum lorem, just some placeholder text. And let's go here, and so now that we have some posts, what we want is our view here, our blog home view, to display all the posts like I was showing you with the templates that I made. So here I'm going to say from .models import post, and on our get request or our get method of the blog home, I'm going to say make a dictionary, and it's post list is equal to post.objects.all. Save that, and then we'll go to home.html, and instead of this saying hello world, I'll just say the blog of Andrew. And then this is where we're gonna start doing some templating. And so we're gonna make a for loop, and we're gonna say for post in post list. And for every for loop in templating, it needs an in for, because it's not like Python where it recognizes the end of a for loop through white space. But anyways, well, let's put this for now in an unordered list. So we'll just say UL top and close the UL on the bottom here, and we'll say list item, and here we'll have a link ref equals, for now it'll just say nothing, it'll lead to nowhere, and we're gonna close the link tag, and we're gonna say post dot title. Let's go ahead and save that and see if it worked. So I'm gonna go ahead and navigate to here, and it worked. We got our first post, lorem ipsum. Except these are in reverse order than I would like them to be. So let's go ahead and change that. In our views, we're gonna say dot all, and then except instead of that, we're gonna say dot filter, and then in parentheses here, we're gonna say negative pub date. Save that and refresh, and looks like he's screwed up somewhere. So let's go ahead and do a Google search, and we'll say Python, Django, model objects order. And let's go here. Okay, so what we're gonna do, kind of screwed this up. So I'm gonna say dot all. I'm gonna say dot order by that. There it is. First post is on the bottom, and then the most recent post, lorem ipsum, is on the top. So the next video, we're going to make these items have their own page. So for now, what we have is we've got a pretty good home page going on here, where it's just the title of the blog. It's very without styling. It's very similar to this, except for each item we're gonna have the text. We could actually change that now. We'll do it in the next video though.